Alright, we now return to SimCity 4. Let's get going. Well, I mean, this road here, this whole area could be our industry going off into the square that is right next door here, if we want. Not so sure that's a great way to come into the town, but yeah, you know, whatever. Anyway, we got some stuff to do. Demands all across the board. All across the board. So, let's get that started. I'm thinking I'll leave this as a big central park area. We'll do the usuals with the commercial corridors, and we'll try maybe some heavier industry densities on this side here. So, first things first, we gotta put this down because we gotta get population before we can make those kinds of demands. And then we will, let's see, maybe let's reorient. You know what? Those can face that way. Those will face that way. Right. And then we gotta come in here, and we're gonna do something like that. And I guess I've decided that this is how it's going to be oriented. Has to be. We'll save that maybe for, like, I don't know, services? Yeah, services. I'll tell you what, we'll do the same thing here. We'll get all these going that way. Get that like so. Now, I don't know. I mean, we've got a lot of demand coming in. So I could probably fill in quite a bit of this and just wait it out. 3, 1, 2, 3. Why are we doing it like that? I guess it's 7 anyway, so it doesn't matter, but that's where we're gonna go. Nope. I mean, I could just fill into the left there, fill into the side, but I think we kind of want a central area here. So I think we're also going to do a little variance with maybe a central area here that is going to be, you know, kind of crammed together. In fact, why don't we just call that good? I guess I could run that there. Like, this will just be the city center, and then everything else is probably going to end up being residential. So maybe I should actually remove that, thinking that maybe there might be more commercial in here than this. We can always, you know, do a little bit of smattering here and there of some things, but yeah, maybe we should play like this instead. And then this one can be denser. This one will be lesser. So we're gonna definitely need a power source in this town. I guess I could put it up there. It's not great. It's not ideal. But if we look, I mean, I'm oriented wrongly here. And what I'm thinking is that we're going to have like this side of the plateau, and then obviously it's going to connect here too. We're going to have to dip down into a valley at some point. I guess this could be the industrial side of things, but we're going to need a power plant here. Could have it up on the hill. Actually, that would be fine, having it in that corner. It would look bad, just have a big old thing right there on the hill, but it would also be blowing off into that corner because all the air here we can see is going that way. So it's either going to be there, or there, or I guess stuck right there. Either way, you're going to see it as soon as you come into town. Which, not ideal, but at the same time, that's also the closest exit. That'd be really good for industry to be that close anyhow. I'm working on it. We're paused. Just hold on. Would it even fit there, though? I think that we got the road a little bit close. Yeah, that's only on a 3, so that's not going to fit there anyhow. I mean, we could put it here. This would flatten whatever's going on here. Oh, whatever. We'll do it. Fine. Oh, we may as well start with the coal plant. We could go just a little bit higher for an oil plant. Yeah, I mean, that's not gonna work. It's one too much anyhow. All right. Well, we can push it just a little bit off the road, though. It doesn't have to go right next to the road. So we will spare everyone that. We will have to do this up to it. I don't know what else to do there. Just cover it in trees so you don't see it, I suppose. But now we've got to grab power line. Guess we can have it cross over here. Gonna have to cross everything eventually anyhow. That's that for now, and we are going to require water of a magnitude, so we may as well go ahead and do that here. Leave it, yeah, fine. Put it right in the town. What are you expecting of a place called Millerton? It's going to be very industrial and ugly. So how do I want to adjust for this? We're gonna miss out on that. At least for there. Go that way. I guess we're just gonna have to cross like this. Several places. Now that one's not going to have the water. You know what? I really don't need to be adding this right now. Really, that's still too far. Okay, there's always going to be something right in the center that's going to be problematic for me. Okay. Well, let's let this go at the lowest speed possible. And first things first, we gotta say build all styles at once. Otherwise we're gonna get some really bad stuff going on. See how that all works out. We're getting some high wealth stuff here, which is pretty cool, I guess. Certainly help with future development of the town. Commercial absolutely plummeted. Residential, however, in demand. You know, the one thing I never plan out ahead of time is the public transport system. So either that should move to here, or we can put the bus stop there. Up the bus stop to that. Or since this is in a commercial district, well, no. If we want riders, they have to be near the residentials. Residential has to go first. We're probably also going to want train station up in the downtown area. Immediately get a mayor's house here. Cool, cool. So maybe I'm eyeballing that. Start making some labels here. Train. I'm thinking maybe we'll move that water. The bus stop there and there will be the parking garage, although this is still pretty close to an area where they might not stop to it. I mean, that's not actually probably ideal because it's so close to a road that goes faster that they will probably bypass that for the sake of that. Maybe we'll ignore that, but this is definitely going to be parkland. Work on that. Yeah, all they want is jobs. Industrial. So, I guess we can build that within here. Let me pause. Let's go ahead and do that. Just have a layer in here on that. So these can go to it. You know what? Pause. Or don't. Let's just let this go. Instead of doing right next to each other, let's go ahead and separate these ones too, because I like the look of that. And especially since they are city farms, town farms, rather. They're something you're going to see just right at the cusp. Probably going to want to make it just a little bit nicer. And then that gives us this area. So one of the caveats to doing this crap is that you gotta power it all. I mean, here could be a little landfill on the outside there. Well, we seem to have filled everybody in. Let's see now. builds us a 5. Which is okay. I'm just thinking maybe I could have a train loop in here. Because especially along here, we could have passenger rail come hook into there. Just kind of get the town going around. Obviously, this is probably a tiny enough town that that's not going to really work out too well. Well, we'll build this as is, and then we'll figure that out later. Crying out loud. Alright, fine. Stop for a moment. It'll be a little bit different here. This is where I want to start pulling this. Right, now all we have to do is waste of money with the power line thing, but whatever. Okay. Now you may go again. I don't want more than 3 spaces per lot. It's not really a lot for that, is it? And with all the demand here, we might be better off actually going out right now and making a neighboring area. Because the more people we cram in, the more that demand is just going to increase. Make some exceptions. Let's keep going like that here. I don't need water at the moment. I may as well get it. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. We got a little bit of money. An excruciatingly small amount. Okay, well, go ahead and grab that road. Yeah, alright, let's just divide the town then. Go like that. Right there. You got yourself a street halfway through. And then I think we should come in here. Extend all of that. And then we can make some industry here. Get this one out too. Come in here. So they'll be either extra long, because now we gotta figure out what to do with that. Obviously, people are not going to want to live in the area. So I guess I could just do like a corridor of tree. Plant some houses there. Have industry on both sides. I still think the majority of the industry should go over there, though. In fact, if anything, maybe I've got this wrong, putting it here. And I should have it down in the bottom corner here because... Where's the halfway on that map? I guess it doesn't matter, actually. You should see transport here. Yeah, so like it's leading into that one anyway. Just trying to visualize where that plateau is gonna go. So we could have it go out there and just clip that side. I'm gonna have surrounding farmland. I don't want it to go too deep. I think we're gonna end up using that to be the farm supplement for Millerton here. Probably those two. And that one. I'm very surprised with how quickly commercial dried up everywhere. But then again, these are also high-end commercial zones that really have no place being here. We used up our goodwill from that. I guess this neighborhood, no, these are all still crap. So how are they able to sustain this is a question. Yeah, I just don't see where I'm gonna get that in. Boy. Trying to think also where I want the mayor's house to be. I guess you'd think it'd be kind of in this area, over in a nicer neighborhood. Try and facilitate the growth of that. But then again, it should also kind of be nearby, should it not? What if we put it here? Because that'll be right in the sort of the downtown, old town area. They'll be here. I still have the ability to put something else here if I desire. Probably a service building of some type. This is how we create early desirability. Right there. We'll see what that creates, especially with the big old park here. This should actually be a relatively nice area. But demands are demands, and they keep on coming. We have no health here. We have no station here. That's our first wave of change, it looks like. It's the wrong one. I really ought to put a casino in one of these. I don't have any of them in casino. I guess I can put it down in the big city. The last big city, because that'll sort of be a really big, dense, luxury seaside town. City, rather. Okay. They're looking a little bit better, but they're staying within sort of the boundaries of what they are. Surprisingly, all this stuff is not evolving. It's everywhere else in town that's evolving. Well, that's not going to go away, so let's come in here and finish this off. Kind of getting to be a big one. I wonder if maybe I shouldn't consider putting farmer on the bottom side here, kind of roping it in a little bit. Let's finish off our road system here and see where everything's going to line up. So I guess we're maintaining the 7. It's really unfortunate. I can't do much with that. Can I? Something like this, though. So, okay. Looking in line with this tree right here. So 1, 2. So that's where the farm ends, which means that the road ends here. So if I were to bring this back for each, just 6. You're looking at one there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should give me, well, now 4. Okay. I could run a road along it. Creates a little bit of a redundant road there, which is very long blocks. Alternatively, they don't have to be that size. It would just be half size, which would make that, what, like, I'm putting it right there would make 1800. It actually needs to be, what, 1280? Still kind of gives me the same issue. 1, 2 down from that. And 6 gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So same deal. Whether I do full farms or half farms, Half farms might be enough. I don't want it to be completely full. Unless I'm going for a smaller town. Actually, because it would be actually right there, so we get like 2 more blocks worth of stuff. Which could mean a little bit more compacting. Alright. Let's do it. Let's try and compact it. That way I'm not doing sprawl. And it keeps the town relatively small still. Let me get the odd-shaped one. So what have we decided here? Doing 7. Three, 1, 2, 3, road. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, road. Or we do 7 and then like a 6. Super box. What if I did a 6 and a 7 and had weird buffer zone? I'm not really sure. Well, okay. If we're gonna maybe possibly do this train idea, it would actually be better to have a 3 along the bottom. So let's do that. So we'll go like that. That leaves me with a 6 here. We'll do that. So that might still work out. And I can do a train run around the bottom side. Yeah. Okay. Those are the confines. So, if we're going to go back to the old town idea, I suppose this one should perhaps be another road instead of a street. And then that one, presumably, will go off into the big one? Yeah, it would go off into that one. So there's my connection there. Okay. Now what I don't have is a connection going that way, but we can fix that. Suppose for the sake of expedience. Now, if I do this, though, it's going to defeat the purpose of the train. No one's going to use the train. They'll just use the road to get out. But the train is more for getting people to get on it and then go downtown. The idea. If we're doing that. Which I think we should. Maybe. I don't know. Is it a town that's gonna work that? Whatever, let's just keep going. Okay. So I think we can call commercial downtown good there. We'll start putting in, let's see, 1,000. Is that enough to begin? Might be enough to put in some medium density stuff here. So why don't we... Why don't we start with a big old commercial adjacent? I don't know. Come on. There. Dense residential zone. That means that must go like that. Go like that. Okay. We may as well complete the grid. That can go off as well. Just because I still may wish to put another one in the middle just for making these things faster. Okay, that definitely doesn't rope in the stuff as much as I had thought. But it's okay. Could be interesting development anyway. Just I think pull one of these. Okay. And then, again, we'll figure out something with that. That's a good location for a train station right there. Like a train station, then maybe a parking garage next to it. I don't know. You're not supposed to do that. I guess because people drive to the train stations, so it's superfluous to have them drive to the parking garage and then hope that they will jump over to the train station. It's not how that works. As far as I'm aware. Okay, we're ready to let people back in. Yeah, now we're running into, we have no jobs. So, I guess we're going to see a continuation of that. These do need water. Get a little redundancy on that one. Actually, we can avoid that by just filling in those. Big school, okay. This has got traffic problems, you think, huh? Do we even... No, it's not commercial. It is all industrial. So we'll probably have to go for an off-screen industrial here pretty darn soon. It's gonna have to go this way because it's not gonna go that way. Well, it's not gonna go that way either because it's 7. Alright, whatever. Redundant piping. I mean, since this does go to 6, we might actually just be able to get away without going all the way down there. Because the farms don't need it. What is going on here? Is that just not zoned? It must not have been zoned. That's why it was empty. Lots of people looking for work that does not exist in this little town. So now I'm thinking more about this. But I think it'd be best to I mean, what would have been best, actually, is if I had just put all that stuff off into another platform first, wear out all the dirty industry, and then save whatever strip here for better jobs. So I'm curious about this. We just must not have enough low-grade jobs then. And that's possibly because of all these things developing. There's just not enough farm and field. Well, we can put the more farm stuff in. Which direction? I guess we'll go this direction. We don't need that to continue on there. Oh no, did I make these too small? I cut the, oops. I cut the road too close. I cut it where I should have actually had this thing. Oh boy, oh well. Wait for that to go. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we really ought to pop out then. and develop another area first. I can still put more people in, but all that's doing is just putting pressure on the job market even further. Alright, yelling at me about education now, which is probably acceptable. We have a very large elementary school now, and that ought to take over. Surprisingly, not a lot. We could take over most of the town, and then utilize a private school later, perhaps. Where's best? I would say here would be best. And then a private school when we unlock that. Okay, we're having a job crisis here. Did these people just move out or what? Finally gave up? Yeah. So we need to develop surrounding jobs, because I guess we are so far out here that this is, even though it's connected, it's still too far to count. I could put in train. That might allow them to connect better. Because right now they're only filtering through that road over to River City. Okay. It's still considerably bigger than Myersville here, but that's okay. Maybe we'll try a little bit of Millerton trickery here and filter this in. Gonna be kind of a boring town, but you know, whatever. Okay, well, anyway, we gotta start developing. Probably start over here, so we can just fill in a big zone. But yeah, we gotta get those jobs. Could do the industrial zone next. That requires me to do a little bit of landscaping here to reconcile where that is going to go. What that's going to look like. Maybe not. Maybe we can get away with doing that one first and then coming back to this at some other point. Anyway, I will end this one here. I will see you next time.